Hello dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. This is Uncut Fishing, and yeah, this is the river, larger than usual for me. Been trying to show it to you for quite a while. Would catch a fish or two, but I don't know, not good enough to upload. So we'll see how I do this time, and maybe I will even edit in something from my previous outings in there. It's spring, it's probably 12:30 or maybe closer to 1 o'clock, so not the best of times. I should have been there at least a couple of hours ago, but I actually stopped at a different stream on my way here and didn't actually succeed there, so it was a waste of time, but yeah. These underwater logs, I don't know if you can see them, they are good enough for a trout to sit, but nothing comes out. I have never fished this river, this guy, although we had no flood, but I usually come here in the summer or in the early autumn, and it's much lower. But it's not high in any case, just simply different. This is not a full-blown trout stream, but my target are brown trout. I'm using Mepps Ugly TW copper colored. There are chub in there, so for them you would use cranks. What the hell is that? Actually, I want to check over there. small stream experience playing a role. Last autumn I actually caught a trout from these rocks. I will edit it in right now. Have a look. Oh, there was one next to those structures. Oh man, I think I played it slightly too long. But I'm happy. Yeah, so this was last autumn. And actually I was standing over there, obviously, as you saw. Everything looks very tasty. If this was a trout river that I had confidence in, I would maybe be approaching it differently. So that island had a lot of spots around it. And it's quite an indicator of the things to come. Nothing came out, nothing had a look. Oh man, it's probably a chap that took a rise. Oh, there was a touch. Okay, I've got something. It could be actually, no, it's probably a pike. No. A trout, so it was probably a trout that took that ride. Here it is. Ah, man. Swift release. Yeah, so this trout I would suspect was the fish that took that rise, and my spinner didn't land very close to it, but it attacked anyway. So maybe we're in for something, but again, we need to find fish. Oh, another one. You may be wondering why I'm not using the landing net. As I explain in my other videos, I try not to use it unless it's necessary. This is slightly smaller than the first one, but looks very cool in the sun. Nothing at the island. 2 in a row here. Casts are shorter than I anticipate. My casts so far have been into the current. I didn't attempt to land it next to those structures where the foam is floating. The wind is sort of messing it up a bit. like it. Nothing comes out. Some fish moved from the shallows into the current. I don't know what it was. But if they are sitting in the open, that changes things. Okay, so this is a shallow run. Okay, there's something interesting. No. Oh, yeah, there is one, but I didn't see it following, so yeah, I cannot rely on my sight. The smaller fish, they are not that easy to spot, especially those smaller ones. Nothing in there. In the summer it will have, this run I mean, it will have grasses growing in the current and it will become deeper. That was good. That's pretty good. Nothing came out, unfortunately. Just a quick look to see how this other branch is doing. It's pretty shallow, it appears, but there is this pretty nice run. What a crappy cast. Again, almost in the same spot. Okay, so some more shallows. There is something and to the left side obstructing the current. I'm instinctively trying to stick it closer to those banks, but so far nothing came out of them. But 3 takes in sort of open water. Okay, this hugged this structure very well from the right side. Just one more. This is more like a chab land. They don't need a lot of depth. A very old tree trunk lying on the bottom, and it forms a deeper pool, a deeper run below it. Oh, that's a nice trout actually, similar to the first one. I don't know if it followed or if it was sitting here. Oh, there was a rise. It is not taking again. It had the hook in its mouth. Simply it happened right at the end of the retrieve. No. It was a 30-centimeter fish. There is a rise. Oh, up there. It's following, it's following. It followed very close. Oh, there are people. So I stopped recording for a moment. There were some people. I don't shoot people. Nothing happened. Just had a snack. So in this stretch, shallow stretch, one lost fish and two follows. One take actually and one follow. Yeah, so they are sitting in the open water, and that is both good and bad. Because good because this is mostly open, bad because it's much more difficult to locate the fish. Actually, in two cases I saw the rice, and in both cases I had either a follow or a take. But those two rises are, I think, the only ones I've seen, or maybe three I saw. Yeah, maybe two were from the same fish. Yeah, the best way to wait would be down the center, but I hate that noise. Okay, overall a lot of movement around the river today. Yet another reason why you should get out of bed earlier. That's a note to myself, but I've always failed to do it. Lost it. Played it a bit too much. I don't mind. That one I lost is probably the best one so far. Okay, so this is a good spot. Now, I take. What is wrong with the casts? Okay. Okay, a swipe. Come on. It followed, and it follows, I don't know, a couple of centimeters, an inch. It looks at the spinner from a very, very short distance. And obviously, it changes its mind in this case. It wasn't much. Oh, another one. I think. Maybe even the same one, I don't know. I grabbed this branch and I know that the spinner will just fall off as I approach. Ah. Yeah, well, you can't catch them all. Okay, this will be a slightly more boring stretch. I may have to go into fast forward for a bit. Okay, so my fast forward actually turned into a skip. I switched off the camera and counted some people. Okay, it's Saturday, it's normal. People are out. The lockdown, for those who are watching in the future, there has been such a thing, and there may still be another one, who knows, but now it's not in force. So okay, I don't know, I have very little left. While I wasn't recording, I wasn't really fishing that much, but had a good fish in a riffle, maybe for a second or two. The largest one yet. Lost it very quickly. They sit in the fast current even if it's shallow. So this, for example, is pretty deep. It may have chub in it, but chub are a completely different type of fish. Okay, so you can see the rough surface of the water up there. That's pretty much the last bit I will try. A lot of newly spawned fish finding refuge near the banks. I'm sort of spooking them, but I'm also rising some stuff from the bottom, so they will probably find some food after I pass. Okay, so as you can see, nothing special, and it's pretty shallow, but it's almost our last chance. Yeah, in the summer there will be again grass, and there it will be slightly deeper, and it will be slightly easier for fish to find spots to sit. Okay, I may actually jump into the last oh no, I wanted to show a fish I caught here last autumn, but okay, I have this one to show first. It's not large, but some blood, sorry pal. So yeah, I could actually show you that fish right now. Okay, so we lost some, but at least this one we didn't. And it's pretty satisfying, considering it took the current. Oh, very lean. Not in the best of shapes. Maybe it has already participated in the spawning process. I would say 32 maybe centimeters. Closer to 13 inches. But very thin. Yeah, so that was the same spot last autumn, checking the line. The line is sort of not very smooth. Okay, we'll have to retie the swivel, but now we have just maybe 50 meters left, and let's try to do something else there. But as you can see, they sit in the current. This seems like a structure that trout could stick to, but now they sort of go into the open. So strong. It's a forecast. almost too calm for today. They like shallow, but there must be current. The largest fish so far took in a very strong riffle, off camera unfortunately. Okay, so nothing comes out of that. I will wrap it up with these casts. Is there any point to try? This is probably a place which gets overgrown with grass, dark rocks, and that's it folks. So this was Uncut Fishing. I thank you for watching. Very sporadic, on and off. Couldn't keep up the uncut sequence, but yeah, gotta use that little that there is. So once again, with this cast I say adieu, and I'll see you next time.